Today we'll teach you how to do that Benjamin Sesko turn. You know, the one he did against Liverpool in pre-season. This move, actually. And also, I'll give you a couple of alternative skills that you can also do if you're in the same situation. So, sorry defenders. What? Let's do this. So what happens in this move is that, of course, to begin with, Sesko makes that nice outside of his foot touch out of the air. But what really happens then is that as the ball is rolling towards the sideline and the defenders are closing in, Sesko throws not only a body but also a foot feint to get kind of an initial reaction out of the defenders so he can see what to do. But since that doesn't happen right away and the defenders keep closing in, Sesko then does the only thing that makes sense in the situation, because since his body is going that way, he then takes the inside of his left foot, scoops it onto the inside of his right foot that he pushes the ball out and behind him with while turning and chasing after the ball, leaving the defenders behind. Now, I realize that Sesko's skill here looks like two skill moves that have been put on top of one another. Basically, first you have that body foot feint, and after that you have the 90-degree double tap turn. But the fact is that this little body foot feint that Sesko does sets him up perfectly for that 90-degree double tap turn. Because since he steps behind the ball, his right foot basically has all the weight, all the momentum going that way. And that means that no matter what he does, probably his left foot is gonna come along. It's gonna follow him in that direction. So he might as well use it to tap the ball into his right foot while he's doing that. Since his body's going that way, it's easy to just tap it out behind him and continue rotating and following the ball. So it might look like those two moves, but Sesko makes it look fluid. So when you train this alone, because you will, because you want to get good at it, right? Make sure to make the transition from that body foot feint into the double tap 90-degree turn as smooth and fluid as possible. So you don't want to make it like a body feint, boom, wait, and then turn. It doesn't work as well. It doesn't trick the defenders as much. Make it flow, my friends. Make it flow. But Jay, why does this move work so well? Do you know? I'll tell you. The thing is that Sesko's turn here works both in the middle of the pitch. If you got a little bit of space behind you and you want to turn on the dime, leave the defenders behind. But it's especially also useful if you're being closed down, ball is rolling towards the sidelines and defenders are coming at you from both sides. Because in that situation, the best option to escape would be to go behind and out to one of the sides. And this is where it's effective. If the defender is coming at you from that direction, I want to go to that side. By them coming in, you can kind of use them as a pivot point to turn around and use their momentum against them. And yeah, that might sound a little bit counterintuitive. After all, my favorite type of defender is the defender that's far away from me. My guy. But the thing is that this skill move actually requires the defenders to come in close. This is what you need. You want to use that momentum that they have trying to get to the ball, close you down, make basically a tackle on you. You want to use that against them. And the good thing is that as they come in, they stretch out their leg to come and try and claim the ball. Well, you will have your body either close to, sometimes maybe even over the ball, as you do the turn. You'll also make sure to keep your foot between the defender and the ball, meaning that if they hit you, most likely you'll get a free kick. And the final thing, and the best thing, is that because you're doing the full turn, you will come out of this facing that direction, facing forwards in the right direction. You'll have momentum that way, while their momentum will most likely probably still be going in that direction. And that means that they don't stand a chance. Unless you're the slowest player on the pitch. So, accelerate when you exit the move. That's a good idea too. So Sesko's solution was a pretty good one. I mean, it's an awesome looking skill, but are there other skills that he could have done instead to get out of that slightly sticky situation? I mean, two defenders coming at you, one of them being James Milner, who's in a Chelsea shirt because he doesn't really like Liverpool, so try working with that guy. But anyways, you get the situation. Two defenders coming in, rushing at you, trying to close you down. Well, Sesko could maybe have done the Magidi spin. That, I guess, could have worked. It's kind of similar to what he did. But the thing here is that because James Milner is coming at him, he would have to get the ball really far behind him with the initial touch to escape that potentially hanging leg and unrushing James Milner if he didn't want to get taken down. So maybe Sesko's solution was better, actually. What about the L drag? I mean, it could also work, just get out like that. Cool. But the problem here is the standing leg. See, in Sesko's turn, you kind of tap the ball, step down, and then the leg kind of just hangs there and follows the movement. So if it gets hit, it's not necessarily 100% going to take you down. Whereas in the L drag, you kind of rely on your standing leg the entire time. So if he hits you, it's gonna really hurt because it's James Milner. But it's just gonna, decrease the chances of you escaping the move. So yeah, I mean, you could do other things. Sesko could have done other things. But his move was pretty solid, so it's a nice one to have in the locker. So there you have it, my friends, the Benjamin Sesko turn. But what should we teach you next? As always, let me know in the comment section right down below. Of course, remember to go and copy a new Nike Mercurial boost from Unisport in the link right over there. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel with the notifications on if you haven't done so already. And finally, consider hitting the playlist right down there if you want even more skills tutorials. With those words, I'll be signing off. Cheerio.